I gotta make it back. Wow. Okay. Oh no. This is not looking good. Welcome back, everyone, to the Long Dark. We have made it back down to our little spot in Deer Clearing. It occurs to me that we actually have not mapped this. Oops. Mapped this spot yet, so let me show you where we are. So we're in this cave right here in Deer Clearing. We made it back down from the summit after a very terrifying and fraught episode last episode. Came down, got up there with like no food, lost our well-fed bonus, got mauled by a wolf. You know, there was some very careful condition management that had to happen to get us back to where we're at now. Managed to leave the cave with a bunch of swag, came down here and then threw a rope over here. And I guess it was a blizzard, so we didn't know exactly where we were, but I guess in retrospect we came down here and then we recognized the bear cave. And so that's what I was saying last episode, is just if you're observant about certain things that are sort of unique in the environment, and then you can recognize them when you walk by them, again, then you know where you are, even if it's a blizzard or a foggy situation. You can often use that landmark to find your way home, so we ended up back home just in time, and here we are in our cozy deer clearing cave. I did lose a little bit of footage because of a crash in my display driver. Hopefully that won't happen again. But all you really missed was me just doing some maintenance in the deer clearing cave. It is now early afternoon. You know, I tore down some torches and, you know, the stuff that is pretty boring anyway. Also finished reading this book right here, Stay on Target, so I'm going to leave that here along with Guns, 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 because we are going to head today back down to the Mountaineer's hut, and we are going to use some of our pelts to make some clothes. So we, you know, it's getting so cold that
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
This getup that we have right now, this getup here is just not going to cut it. So because we're going to be heavy, we're going to equip our satchel. And we're a little underweight right now, but I think we will be heavy. We're going to pick this up, yeah. So we are going to be a little bit heavy. And make sure we didn't leave anything behind here. We are going to leave these things intentionally. I'm going to grab the tools, and then I want to take... Yeah, I kind of want to take all this stuff. So, yeah, I mean, you know, we're going to be heavy, but that is the way it goes. We can lighten ourselves up by drinking a little bit of water. We're also going to bring some of our meat with us, too. So, I think we should warm up our teas. Let's start a fire quickly. And we'll warm up our teas. Oh, it looks like sounds like the wind is dying down, and might be a nice travel time. Warm up our teas anyway, just because. So throw a few sticks in there.
Getting kind of heavy.
Make sure we've got all of our teas out. We don't have a lot of teas. Yeah, we don't have a lot of teas. That's okay. We'll warm up what we've got. Alright, let's see. On our way out, we will grab some meat. Actually, while I'm waiting for these teas to warm, head over and grab that. Let's eat as much as we can. This is the mistake we made when we went up to the summit. We forgot to eat first. And, yeah, let's take one extra piece in addition to the little bit that we have. And we'll come back here. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of slow going, but it's not going to be too bad. 3 minutes. So we'll put these in our flask.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
No, it's not that heavy. You're exaggerating just a little bit. Okay, let's drink some water. And we can now head out. All right, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a little heavy. I hear wolves howling. We are going to be stinky carrying some of this meat, so we do need to be a little bit careful. Not to run into anybody. So, yeah, we're going to head down to, it's, I guess, early afternoon right now. It's cold, but that can't be helped. And we're going to take all of this stuff down to the Mountaineer's hut where there is a workbench. And then we will spend some time crafting clothing so that we can stay out longer. It's just getting way too cold to be wearing what we're wearing. Now, I know we're heavy, and we have to go down. There's one rope climb we got to go down. We can either do the trick we did up top. If you haven't seen that, you should go back and check it out. We did a cool trick up top where we dropped something over the ledge to get light again, and then, you know, picked it up at the bottom. Or we can just go down, find another way to go down. So we might do that since we are actually pretty heavy. There is a pretty decent way to go down this particular one, so I gotta make sure I don't end up surprised by a wolf or something. So the way to go down around this particular one is off to the side here. So we will do that. Keep an eye out for wolves. And an ear. It's important to be listening. Hear them howling, hear their little footprints. Or footsteps, I should say. And, yeah, the way to get down over here is this way. So right before we jump down there, we're gonna swap out our torch.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, I know. It is cold. It's true. Okay, swap out our torch for another one here. And then we will head down. Alright, and then we can go this way. Fingers feel numb. Oh, sprained our ankle. But that's okay. We should not have to run, although there is a, well, on the way to where we're going, there are wolves, there might be a moose, there is a cougar, and there is a bear. So, on second thought, yeah, let's bandage this. I don't think running's gonna save us from a bear or a cougar. I think we're just gonna have to be careful. And since we're stinky a little bit, we just gotta be extra careful. So along here, there's some stuff as well, but we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go all the way to Mountaineer's hut. You know what I am gonna do though is drink one of these hot teas. Oh, actually, that'll heal my pain too. Convenient. Just to stave away the hypothermia a little bit longer. And head over this way. So there are, as I was saying, a few things here. There's, you know, some rabbits, ptarmigans. Actually, there they are right there. Whoops. I hear a wolf. Okay. Wolf is behind me. I'm actually going to do the wolf trick here. And then I'm gonna swap out my torch. And then if he catches up to me again, he'll be behind me. I'll have a good torch. He might get distracted by one of these rabbits. Heading into the wind here. I think I'm gonna grab another.
Cold.
My last one of these. Warm up a little bit. It looks like the wind blew my torch out, so that is probably not great. Since there are other wildlife around. But we do have one of these. And one of these. So, worst case, hopefully we can get that lit in time. And if a wolf comes up from behind us, we're just going to leave all this reishi. We're going to leave these caves unexplored. We'll explore them later. I just really want to get to Mountaineer's hut. So, we're going to do that as quickly as possible. Yeah, it'd be nice if it wasn't quite so windy. But this is just further evidence that we really need to get our clothing situation under control. So having better clothing is just really going to help a lot. So that's where we're headed.
Never felt so cold in my life.
I know, Will. I know you're cold. I will remind you, though, you have felt this cold before. You have. You may not remember, but you have. Try to stay a little bit in the wind shade, but there is no real wind shade because the wind is just blowing directly towards me here. So we are going to lose some condition on the way, but that's okay. We'll make it back when we sleep. Just need to press on. Need to just make it. It's not even that far. We just got to make it. Slow going. Let's see if we can run a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of a slog. It's mostly not so much because we're heavy, it's more just, you know, walking into the wind. In a minute, if I can get into some wind shade, I might just stop and eat. Make me a little less stinky, a little less heavy. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna just try to... let's eat that. Yeah, didn't even eat the whole thing, but okay. Alright, so we are gonna head over a tree over here. Over this Echo Ravine. This little tree bridge that goes over Echo Ravine. And I'll just pause. I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm just going to pause to show you down that way is the entrance to Ash Canyon, the other entrance that we went in before. That's Echo Ravine. So we're going to cross this bridge, and we are going to be, once we cross this bridge, we are going to be down here getting into cougar territory. So we just need to be careful. I don't think the cougar's going to be afraid of any of our stuff. So we just need to be cautious. Okay, it feels like we can light a torch again. That'll give us a little bit more warmth. Actually, I was going to say we can harvest that guy, but maybe what we'll do, we already have meat on us. Maybe what we'll do is just try to get over there as quickly as possible. Moving a little faster now that it's not windy. Pause every now and then and just listen. I don't want a wolf to be right around the corner. I have yet to actually run into a cougar, knock on wood, but I suspect that they are... I mean, I've heard them. When we go through their territory, you definitely hear them. I suspect that we will hear that guy a ways off, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid him. Let's see if we can be even less stinky by eating the rest of this. I don't know if we're going to finish it. Not quite. The amount of stinkiness you have is related to the number of pieces, not the weight of them. So if you can finish eating one, makes you less stinky. Okay, looks pretty clear. I hear wolves, but I don't see them. And I do not see our cougar, which is good news. I don't have to go deep into his territory. I just have to kind of skirt the outskirts here. But I do have to walk right by. Yeah, see the scratches here? That is either cougar or moose. So I'm going to want to be a little cautious here. Even if it takes me a little extra time. Now, here's where the bear lives. I'm going to be a little bit careful coming through here too. And I'm actually going to swap out my torch just to make sure I have a good one on me. Not that that will work with the bear, but if there are also wolves around here. This is tricky, a little bit of a dicey area, but I don't see anything. So I don't see any wildlife. Going over the rises, that's sort of the dicey part. especially if there's a bear. So, we'll listen a little. I know we're losing condition, but condition we lose to the temperature, we will make up. We'll make up again. I'm gonna head up to the top of this rise and see what I can see. But condition we lose to a bear, that could be harder. Okay. Looks like a rabbit up there. So where there's rabbits, there's probably not a wolf. So I don't want to get too... this hilly terrain is very... very dicey because you never can tell what's over the next hill, but it's probably not a wolf if there's a rabbit right there. So, looks like we're almost there. That is where we're going. And we have nice high ground view. There's a wolf right there. Looks like actually two of them. Three of them. Okay, he got one of the rabbits. I'm going to skirt around these wolves so I can see them. Oh, it's timber wolves. Okay, I'm going to light a fire. I'm going to light a fire here and hope to get it going before the timber wolves attack. Timberwolves are afraid of fire, so that's good.
Come on, come on.
They also don't like marine flares.
It worked.
So I'm going to pop a cedar in there. And then we'll see what we can do here. Oh, yeah, he got me. Okay. That's probably not a good strategy. Alright, I'm gonna just make a break for it. They look like they're behind me for the most part. Oh no, there's one right there.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
Okay, yeah, there is one over there. Alright, how should I get myself out of this? I'm not that great with timberwolves. I think the best solution here is the marine flare. First of all, let's eat that. Let's equip the marine flare. And then I guess we'll just make a break for it. Oops. Okay. Alright. Yeah, they do seem to be afraid of the marine flare. So that is good. Wow, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Okay. Marine flare is gonna run out at some point. Okay. And now I gotta make it back. Wow. Okay. Oh no. This is not looking good. I'm gonna drop that meat. Try to get up here quickly.
Getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Okay. Alright. Here I am. Am I bleeding? No. I'm just cold and... yeah, I'm gonna sleep for an hour. That was something. Did I survive? Not yet. But I'm warm. I have food. I have water. I should heal. Wow, that was crazy. Okay, I think I'm going to sleep the night and see if I can wake up healed in the morning. I think that was pretty much as close to death as we have ever come. That is pretty much as close to death as we have ever come. How close were we? Let's find out. Day 63, 9% condition. Look at that. Actually, day 62, 0. We were so close. We were so close. 0 to 100% condition range. Wow. All right. Well, it's still night. Let's drink some water. And we got our well-fed bonus back, so that's nice. Let's check our... make a stick out of that so that we can see... start a fire. Wow. That was nuts. So, Timberwolves. I'm not so good with them. Not so good with them. I gotta learn how to deal with Timberwolves better. Alrighty. Well, that is what it is. I think we should light a fire. Make some more water. And yeah, see if we can recover.
Come on. Come on.
So yeah, that was pretty fraught. It's still nighttime. We're not tired anymore.
Turned out pretty well.
But actually, let's pop Skeeter on here. Let's take a torch and look around. So we got a lot of firewood here. We have been here before. We searched this. We have a bunch of stuff. So we've got some cloth we can tear down. Yeah, we've got some stuff here, actually. That's not bad. I don't think we have food here, though. But we do have the food that we brought with us. Oh, and we have another hacksaw, which is good because our current hacksaw is looking pretty ratty.
That'll come in handy.
Yeah, 83%. That's pretty good. We got a book that we can read. All right. Okay. Let's cook some water and cook some tomato soup. I guess we probably should have used our emergency stim. We didn't, in the end, need to, but that would have been a good time to use it. I forgot that we had it, because I don't use them that often, but let's eat that. Just gonna get full up here. Get our cooking score up as well. A little bit. Yeah, those guys are still after us too. Alright, let's see. What do we got? So I think I want to put down, we're going to lay down all the stuff that's not cured. So we did a little bit of maintenance there. We made some teas, we put some stuff away. We're still not in great shape, but we just drank a tea, so we're going to sleep as long as we can to try to recover a little bit more condition. And the wolves are still howling outside. So let's see. I don't think we ever mapped this area. So here's where we are, Mountaineer's hut. Wonder if we can shoot these guys through the door. If they're going to come up close. I'm not sure where they are anymore. Yeah, that was pretty crazy night. I thought those were regular wolves. They were not. They were timber wolves. And that was my mistake. I should really have just tried to skirt them and not, tried not to even bother them. Maybe gone around them, wide berth around them. So I don't know where they are. They're still aggro. Pack morale is still high. So I don't know. I don't want to be surprised by them. So, see, it's warm in here. We've got a bunch of water. We do not have a whole lot of food. In fact, we got no food. And so we were planning on crafting some clothing here. We were going to go out hunting. But I'm not sure I want to tangle with those timber wolves, especially in the condition I'm in right now. So that's a problem. That is a problem. So we have to decide what we're going to do next. I think that we're going to need food. So we're going to need to figure out how to go out. We're going to need to figure out how to find food and hunt with this pack of timber wolves around. See how far out we can get without them. See if we can figure out where they are. Make sure we're not stinky here. Yeah, I just don't see them. We already get the cattails here. No, we already got the cattails here. There are probably more cattails. I did drop a steak around here somewhere, but I'm sure the timberwolf probably ate it. Where is he? There he is. Okay, well, I got one of them. Alright, well, we might be eating wolf steak. Again. I think he was the last of the pack, actually.
Can't feel my feet.
Alright, well, let's head back inside where we can get warm. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Clearly I need to be way better at timberwolves. Okay. Got that one. Grab my arrow back. Okay, let's head in before we freeze to death. Okay, their pack morale is broken, so that guy will not attack me. Probably that's what I should have done the first time, is just tried to kill them. Maybe I just was a little too afraid of them. Let's sleep a little bit. Alright, well, I guess we are going to have to eat wolf meat. So let's, you know, do what we need to do. We will let's grab some wood. Alright, well, at least we got rid of that pack. There's still one more, but he's afraid of me now, and he's going to be running away. So, yeah, let's see what we can do with these guys. Get some fire going.
Come on.
And cook up some of this wolf, and hopefully we will be able to eat enough but not get intestinal parasites.
That did it.
Let's see what's temperature. -10. Let's throw a coal on there. Alright. Put some water on there while we harvest a little. And if we can find the... Sometimes it's hard to find the hit location on the corpse. Huh. That's weird. I guess maybe he's not harvestable somehow. Huh, that's a bit disappointing, I'll say. What about this guy? He's also not harvestable. Okay, well that's problematic. That is problematic. Alright, well, if anyone in the comments knows how I can harvest these guys, please go ahead and let me know. Because I shot them fair and square. I should at least be able to harvest them. So that is going to be even more challenging from a food perspective. We may need to look around and see if we can't find like a deer or something. I'm going to drop my teas. Try this again. Maybe there's a trick to it. Huh. Well, that seems pretty unfair. That seems pretty unfair. I mean, look at this guy right here. And I can't even eat you. Disappointing. Alright. Well, let's get warm. And, then we'll have to head out and go hunting. And we need to be particularly careful because our condition is super low. So, yeah, that was disappointing. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this fishing cabin. Oh, we already searched this. Okay. Alright, well, let's recap. What could we have done better? Please let me know in the comments what we could have done better. Other than just be better at Timberwolves. I think one of the things I could have done better was, I think I panicked a little bit with the Timberwolves. And I should have just, see how I shot these two guys? I should have just trusted that I could take them on with my bow. And I should have shot them in the first place. And I think that would have gone better than trying to make that fire and trying to demoralize them and throw torches at them and walk through them with the... Yeah, that would have been better. I think I could have made a fire to warm up. I could have then left the fire, tried to shoot them. If I was getting nowhere, I could have gone back to the fire. So that would have been a good strategy. But that is not what we did. We do have a little bit of improved rest still. So maybe what I'll do is I will... 2 hours of improved rest. I don't think we can sleep for 2 more hours, but I don't know, maybe we can. So maybe what I'll do actually is go sleep. Try to recover as much condition as possible. I'll take some torches out of this. And then we'll have to go hunting. I don't really know where all the fertile hunting grounds are here. But, you know, we could try. I'm also gonna... I'll put all these in the flask. Who knows, they might stay hot while we sleep. And let's go sleep. So that was a bummer. I was kind of hoping that we could harvest the wolf and at least have some wolf meat. But it was not to be. So... yeah, we'll have to see where we can get our next meal. But in the meantime, let's try 2 hours. See if we can recover a little bit of health. Not much. Okay, I think we're gonna actually... oh, it sounds like a wolf just died. I think we're gonna call that an episode. It's been a pretty fraught episode. We are not doing so well with our health. And we're not doing so well with our food either. But if you liked this episode, give us a like. If you've got some comments about Timberwolves and how to do better, please give us a comment. And if you want to see what happens next when we go hunting and try to find some food, at least I don't think we have to avoid the Timberwolf pack, so that's good. Then subscribe, and you'll get notified of when the next episode comes out. In the next episode, we definitely need to go hunting, but we need to be very careful because our health is very low, and we're at a pretty dangerous point right now. So we'll have to see how we deal with that, but we will see that in the next episode.